Guys, I got a few minutes to talk about this really quick. I want to talk about... I didn't really read too much into the Captain Marvel leaked costume design, because I was thinking about talking about that in a future movie chat or live stream if I ever got around to it, because frankly, I'll be honest, I'm looking forward to Captain Marvel, but it's not like one of my biggest movies I'm looking forward to, if you get what I mean. I'm really excited by, what's his name, who's in Rogue One, I forget his name, and then especially, oh man, this is bad, I can't remember any of the cast for Captain Marvel. Hold on a second. Ben Mendelsohn is in this, and then of course we got Jude Law, and he's going to be, Captain Marvel, as soon as we know. So, you know what I mean, I'm still looking forward to it, it's an MCU movie. And I was going around, and I decided to watch beyond the trailer, you know, Grace, who reacts to stuff and does movie talks and all that. And I was expecting her to actually like the costume and all that, because I like the costume. I think it looks pretty good. It looks like her comic-accurate Kree uniform, or about as comic-accurate as you can get. And the costume looks, as you can see right here, it looks in about MCU style, you know, the extra padding and all that. To be honest, I am a big fan of the MCU costumes looking like this. They all just had that sort of likeness to each other that I like, and I think it's a cool design for all the different costumes. And the green, of course, it matches with her Kree uniform. Since this is an origin movie, it makes sense that she'd have this costume. And her hair, of course, it looks fine for like what the hairstyle was back in the 90s, if I can remember right. But I watched her video, and I was utterly surprised by her bashing the costume. For one, she said it was baggy, and so many other of her little minions in the comment section were like, "Oh yes, we totally agree. It's so unflattering." Women making fun of other women's clothing. No joke. But I am utterly surprised that and she's supposed to be, what is it, isn't she in the movie business or something like that? Shouldn't she know that an actor wears 3 to 6 or more different costumes for different takes and different scenes? You have the one you walk around in, you have the one that you do stunts in, you got the one you're gonna blow up or whatever. You got several different costumes for the character. And this utterly surprised me, not to mention these are leaked photos. They're not like good photos getting her good side. And she got on to about her hairstyle and said they wanted, what is it called? The mohawk or faux hawk, whatever it's called. And I'm like, well, did women really wear that back in the 90s? I mean, I'm totally fine with her adapting that, or, even if it's her more feminist outlook that she's kind of gotten in the past few years. Personally, Captain Marvel's kind of fallen through for me as a fun character. I liked her back, in her original comics. Like, remember when she started long hair and her different costume? She was a fun character back then. And then they nuked the crap out of her with feminism. But all in all, I mean, really, you're complaining about her hairstyle? In general, that's what the character's original hairstyle was. And of course, we're gonna get different costumes, different hairstyles to sell at least toys. And she's Marvel's first solo female hero, so she's gonna sell the crap out of Barbies and Marvel Legends figures and all that, And don't give me crap about little girls and all this about I have to play Barbies. No, it's the first female solo Marvel hero. They're gonna make a Barbie out of this. Just they did with Wonder Woman, although Mattel owns their rights. And they're actually making Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom Barbies. I want to talk about that in that video. But, all in all, I just thought it was odd. She was talking about the shoes. The shoes looked dumb in her mind. And that the cuff around her neck looked too high or something like that. And I'm like, man, you are really nitpicking. And I'm really talking about just the general reaction from her minions and her just agreeing. And I am so glad I read the comment section, because you had the people who agreed with her, And then you had a mass majority that just shot her down out of the sky, killed the reindeer, burning in fire, and now we're all just feasting on the corpse left of just destroying any logic from this video. Basically calling out the comic accuracy, the character's history, and everything. But I'll give my little bit of input. I like the suit. I think it looks good. And I honestly, it makes me more excited to see this movie just to see feminists cry. I don't know where I was going anymore. I'm trying to remember everything. I'm still excited for the movie. I'm excited to see how they're going to fit the Skrulls into the whole mix. It's going to be the Kree Skrull War, isn't it? If I remember right? Yeah. So that's what actually gets me incredibly excited. Because when I first heard they were going to do the Skrulls at New York, or yeah, I think it was New York Comic Con, wasn't it? Or no, it was San Diego Comic Con, I think. I could not believe it. I thought, holy crap, Fox owns the rights to the Skrulls, right? So how do they manage it? You gotta think they made another deal with Fox, even though they're buying them out now. I gotta talk more about that in a future video. I also wonder if X-Men Dark Phoenix is getting a Skrull in it, apparently. How does that work with the rights? Wait, I'm so dumb. Fox owns X-Men. I completely... Because I forgot, and then the Fantastic Four thing, and I always associate the Skrulls with Fantastic Four, so... I also can't wait to see Maria Hill and Sam Jackson in this movie. And of course we got some leaked photos, I believe, that show us Nick Fury and her of what might be in Captain Marvel. Let's see. I believe so, maybe. Oh, I just want to talk about that real quick and just shoot the crap out of this. Let me see if I need to read anything else. And people complain about Brie Larson not being a good pick. I think she's a good pick. I haven't seen a ton of her movies. Didn't she win an Oscar or a Grammy? I can't remember. I mean, she's a dramatic actress from the one movie, if I remember right. I can't remember what it was. And I liked her in Kong Skull Island, although I think she was a bit underused in that movie. Ant-Man and the Wasp is from Hybrid Network. Official trailer release date announced. So I'm excited for that. But I'm going to go back and read some of the comments from that. And of course, we're learning more about Cloverfield 4 as well. So I'm trying to log into all that. We got a few more minutes to go. And you got this thumbnail. I mean, look at this. Look at this thumbnail. That's hilarious. Just that utter ick face. Anyway, I'm also going to be doing a reaction to the the Dundee thing with Danny McBride and Chris Hemsworth. I'm just going to react to it. I know it's fake. I know it's not a real movie, although it's kind of sad. Here's what she had to say. Some of you are saying that she won't don this costume for long in the film, which I don't think she will. I think they're going to at least try and get her into the new costume as quickly as possible. Or, that's not a bad idea if she has the green costume for the whole entirety of the film and then gets her real costume at the end. I don't have a problem with that. Kind of like how, I'm trying to think of how to compare it to. But, let's see. So what? If she wears it for even just one scene, it's hideous. Plus with the Hala star her end costume, will likely look just like this, maybe with different coloring, and a color change ain't gonna save it. Which, I'm gonna post it right here. Someone photoshopped the colors over it, and it looks comic accurate! Like, did you do no research on this film whatsoever? I mean, utterly no research. And like, anyone can pull up a Photoshop. It comes out like minutes after someone releases a leaked photo. I mean, you had the leaked photos of that Venom 3D sculpt, and I mean, you already had people hopping on that, painting it, and we already knew what it kind of looked like, so not too hard to find something like that. then 926 likes. How many? 3,000 likes, 1,000 dislikes. And I'm sorry, wait. This was released January 25th. This one's released January 26th. I want to read this one real quick. Hold on. So it says here, Captain Marvel 2019 today. Beyond the trailer hosts Grace Randolph's reaction and breakdown of set photos and why Captain Marvel's Kree green suit, aka costume, is not as important as her flight suit as a fighter pilot for the Air Force as Carol Danvers. Will Brie Larson get both roles right? Share your own reaction to the Captain Marvel suit to the Carol Danvers suit before you see the full movie in 2019, and be sure I'm never subscribing to your channel, just so you know that. I'm so shocked at your let's see. Neil Simon says, it'll be fine. I think you overreacted, Grace. LOL, Grace trying to say the bad reaction to her last video. Oh, that's good. Spidey also had a crap suit on set and ended up looking perfect. Besides, Bree's smile means that she knows something we don't, besides the obvious. Grace, HTF, I think he means STF. Do you know any of this? Also, you can say IMO, they executed the concept art poorly, but you say it like you're an authority on the matter. These are industry professionals working on a Marvel Studios movie, so they have that going for them. As far as I can tell, you're an internet personality. Dang. Her hair looks terrible, Grace. She has your exact hairstyle! Oh my gosh, that's from Duke. Oh my gosh, that was perfect, man. I'm liking that comment. I got 1 minute left in thing. I gotta delete some videos. It's probably gonna cut out on me, but let's keep reading these comments. Can someone explain to me why this is getting hate? Honestly, don't get it. Let's see, there's a comment there. It looks nothing like the character from Mackie756. I'm gonna comment. You know nothing of the character. And that's in response. It looks nothing like the character. You know nothing of the character. So, baha. What about the fact that the movie is set, okay, in the 90s? The 90s weren't a great time for fashion, lol. Maybe the costume design is trying to weave that into the story, and when she joins the Avengers present day, she'll have a suit that resembles more of the concept art. Read on. I said it was not a final suit. I am not a Marvel fan, let alone hardcore. Not that I don't like some of those films, but I have not even watched that many. So it's kind of dismissing that Grace says it's some fandom rebuttal. And it says here, people's general opinions and comments throughout social media and clarifying her own too. Guys, it's gonna cut out on me in just a second. I'm gonna keep reading this. I like the suit. I don't get why everyone is hating on it. GD, stop saying Lara Croft. These are leaked photos, correct? So why is Grace overreacting to images that have little to no context or official info? Time 18 minutes. Let's keep reading these. All right, the suit itself looks really good. I don't know what you're on about. These people are actually stupid. The colors were used as green screen and will be changed in the editing process, which I believe is true, actually. Joking channel. OMG, see Hela's suit, Spidey's, or any other Marvel suit. Everything is CGI now. This suit will be replaced with CG. Probably. Going through all these. Overwhelmingly, negative? In a good way? Looks so much like what is worn by motorcycle racers, but put a helmet on and she looked like a motorbike racer. I wonder if they're trying to add that to her backstory, as in riding motorcycles being her hobby. Either way, that outfit looks bad and very poorly tailored, hence not being very complimentary to her figure. Interested to see what Marvel has up its sleeve, as so far it's not looking like much of a match for Wonder Woman, at least in terms of visuals. Yeah, that is from Zed. Brie Larson is not beautiful, but at least I am grateful they didn't change Carol's race or hair color. That's a little douchey. I mean, I think she's kind of pretty. But that's true. Changing the race and all that. I'm glad they didn't do that. They changed Iron Man's suit. Spider-Man is getting a new suit. They changed Cap's look. If it doesn't work, they will fix her suit. It's true, too. It looks so bad. They really need to redesign it. I like the concept art with the sash instead of the belt. Marvel Studios needs to start making character costumes unique. Isn't this character supposed to be their female icon? Yikes. Let's see. Idiot. Marvel has multiple female icons. Black Widow, Scarlet Witch, Gamora, Valkyrie, Mantis, Peggy Carter. Think before you type. Female lead icons. Most of the MCU female characters are side characters only. Wouldn't that count for Falcon and technically Winter Soldier and Vision? And let's see, count any other characters? Hawkeye. Wouldn't they all count? There's about as many men side characters as there are females. Not counting the main players that had their names in the movies, like Captain America, Iron Man, Thor, Ant-Man, Doctor Strange, so forth. Let's see. The suit is still ugly. This costume is all wrong. Ant-Man's suit is nice. 12 minutes of total disappointment for Marvel fans. That's from Robert Downey Jr., apparently. Remember this blank Black Panther suit looked? He looked blank, ridiculous during the leaked photos, but then you see the trailers and him in the movie, and he all of a sudden looks beast. Kree outfits and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. look better. I don't like it. It's for green screen. Please no butch haircut. Last time I saw a terrible suit like this, it turned out to be a great thing, but only because he went on to play Deadpool. Let's see. People like, why Captain Marvel's suit green? Comic readers be like, read the comics, lol. Love how people complain about crap they don't know about. 4 minutes so far. I mean, if you can make a better suit, then do it or shut up. Grace, there's absolutely no way that suit will show up on film, period. If I am wrong, I will come to New York, take you out to dinner in a movie, and allow you one kiss if you behave yourself. There's like a woman willing to do anything to win an argument. Kate McKinnon would have crushed it. Maybe. I don't know. I like Brie Larson, though. She can play dramatic roles, and I think she's got a good choice. Marvel has not made a really bad casting choice that I can think of in the longest time. I've always liked their cast members. I don't think they've ever really messed up big time. I mean, people are just reading too much into this and overreacting in my mind. Overreaction much. Do Deep Blue Sea 2 trailer. I already did the reaction to that just now. Unless I hear that from Kevin Feige himself, I don't believe that's the final suit. I trust Marvel. I highly doubt they want to F this up. Marvel knows they cannot F up Captain Marvel and her look. Man, could you imagine? And I honestly don't think this. I trust Kevin Feige, man. I don't think he would ever try and mess this up. People messing with her about having no figure. Some of these. From a dude, still not acknowledging the massive amount of teal that went around in the 90s when this movie is supposedly set. Maybe being a girl from the 90s when it was compliment to call a woman a girl. She's still thinking that Teal and Doc Martens and a really unflattering suit was a height of female fashion among counterculture anyway. Seriously, go look up some grunge fashion from the 90s. Grunge was dang near unisex. You're judging the suit based on the values of 2018, and you should be judging it by the values in 1993. Put on some Nevermind, what? Followed up with Super Unknown, maybe toss in a bit of dirt, and 10 or verses reminisce about when NTV took the M seriously, not the TV. Then look at the suit from that perspective. Yeah, it's a terrible suit, but it could be a perfect suit for her time period. Perfect colors, perfect drab, asexual look, perfect boots, perfect meh, hair is cleanish. That's good enough. Hair could be the perfect girl of the 90s. I haven't kept up with the comics. Did Carol Danvers' character ever recover from her horrible betrayal in Civil War II? Amen. I hated her in Civil War II. She's such a drag. I mean, I always loved that scene. You've never had so much respect for Captain America. And Captain America is just the boss in Marvel. What he says goes. And when he stands up to her in that scene, I love that scene. That's probably one of my favorite scenes in comics, is when he stands up to Captain Marvel. Because when he lays down the law, man. Alright, I'm going to stop reading comments in just a second. I'm going to pause for a second. I'm going to watch this video. Alright, so I didn't want to do this to y'all, but I'm going to shortly react to a little bit of this video that Grace from Beyond the Trailer made, and there's like so much juicy crap in this that I had to talk a little bit about it. So overall, I'm just going to talk about it as it goes along.
Military, but also police departments, fire departments. I think it'll be tremendously valuable to see a popular character like Carol Danvers in the MCU, which is crushing it right now, right? Representing them on this.
Crushing it what? Comic sales? No one likes her in the comics. No one.
On the screen as a successful member of a team. I think that.
A successful member of a team, like just about every businesswoman there is nowadays. Jeez, feminism.
So important. I mean, for a long time, the next.
No, it is cool that she's a fighter pilot. There are not very many women fighter pilots. That's interesting thing in part of her character, and that I see how that can be empowering to young girls for all that. But can we please stop acting like it's so empowering to adults? You're adults. Do something with your lives. Stop looking to other adults for something that fills the gap in your life. I can see a little girl looking up to Wonder Woman or Captain Marvel or Bindi Irwin for to aspire to. I don't see like a 30-year-old woman looking to another 30-year-old woman like, yeah, you're so inspiring to me. Very few instances, though, does that apply.
Women, these groups, they stand apart. They come in and they show the boys how it's done, and they're always set apart as the one female member of the team. I think it's
very. I mean, I'm not going to deny it happens, but frankly, I've never known anyone to put any woman down for being a woman. I just never know it to happen. And frankly, I just think it's a little crap that this is sort of the stereotype that still happens. You can tell Grace is a feminist, by the way. Not going to try and crack down and make this too much about politics, though.
Really important to show a woman who is just simply a member of the team. And then with Carol Danvers, it'll be from the Air Force to...
Like Black Widow, Scarlet Witch, Peggy Carter, technically, Sharon Carter, any other female members of the Avengers? I'm trying to think. Specifically to the team, Maria Hill. that Asian chick in Age of Ultron.
Eventually, the Avengers. And so, with these picks, I didn't see Brie Larson, but I saw Carol Danvers, and I'm beginning to see what Kevin Feige must have seen. Although I still don't know what he was thinking when he approved that suit, right? He had to approve it, and I don't know why he was like, back to the drawing board. Now, also,
In your opinion, but at the same time, it's a leaked photo. And you should know that they use different costumes for different stunts and different scenes. I honestly cannot believe that you, being in the movie industry, as you said it, and wasn't she, she worked for Marvel, didn't she? And she was a comic writer, I believe. We can see the problems that have engulfed Marvel, and she's the cause, partly.
There as well, which might have also attracted Brie Larson.
No, I'm not familiar with the Casey Affleck thing or anything like that, but I mean, if she didn't clap, she didn't clap, but it's kind of a douchey thing to do, even if the guy did something wrong. But I mean, you get what I mean. I'm not saying like Roman Polanski didn't clap for him, but I mean, I don't know, so I have to look in that situation to know where I would stand with that. But if it's like one of these Me Too movement cross burnings or witch hunt, then I don't agree with that crap. You have to have evidence. We have to have a due process. That's my thoughts. Can't just be having all this like social media vigilantism is what I think.
For instance, back in the late 70s in the comic, Danvers was actually requesting equal pay at work in the comic book story. That's amazing. So I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, it makes sense for back in the 70s.
Just a little bit, like that she's a team player, but to a point. And that's an important distinction that many women today are learning, just today, that it's crucial for advancement in the workplace and society to understand that. Women for a long time have felt, when I go into the workplace, I want to be seen as a team player. I'm going to try and give that image, even though perhaps I'm not perceived that way. And maybe sometimes that leads to making decisions that people aren't comfortable with. Scarlett Johansson actually made a speech like that on the recent Women's March Day.
No.
To that effect.
Don't bring this up.
And so it would be great to see that shown by a character. And an important part of that is once you make your point, and you stand the line, you hold the line, then you go back to being a good member of the team. That's really important.
Oh, jeez. Please don't bring up Scarlett Johansson. That... Mr. H, check out his video on it. He did a perfect video about Scarlett Johansson. For one, James Franco, if he did something wrong, then he needs to answer for it. But at the same time, there's been no evidence presented. Nothing. I believe in due process. I think the dude is being trashed so badly right now with no evidence whatsoever. He got scrapped from the Oscars. That Vanity Fair thing scrapped him, and now you got this heifer, Scarlett Johansson, downgrading him for just comments or accusations. And Mr. H did a perfect video on this. So if you want to, you can go check that out. My point is just, jeez. This is going a bit too far. And she's a hypocrite. But anyway.
As well, and I think that we'll see that. Now, speaking of the team, lately in the comics, Carol Danvers has begun taking on leadership positions in the superhero community. The Avengers, taking over Alpha Flight, etc. Probably because she has this movie coming up. But still, what's nice about it is her writers and all these stories.
The writers, that's it.
Opportunities to show how it's her history of being a member of the team and a people person that makes her such an effective and popular.
She wasn't a people person. She wasn't a people person in Civil War II. She straight up wanted to throw people in jail because an inhuman could see the future. Who was it she threw in? She was going after Bruce Banner first. Didn't want to get shot, and Hawkeye basically killed him for, mercy. She almost threw Miles Morales in jail. That was like the defining moment in Civil War II. She didn't give a crap. He was supposedly going to kill Captain America, even though Captain America wasn't part of Hydra in that sort of instance. Still was going to throw the kid in jail for that. I mean, she's not exactly a happy character. I got 2 minutes left on this video, so.
As well. So while again her superhero suit is very unfortunate and likely the one that we're stuck with, what you're looking at here with these Air Force pictures is the real Carol Danvers, and I hope that shines through even with that ugly suit. If it's done well enough, it will. And it's the reason she'll be so unique to this, not just the MCU, but the superhero genre. If the MCU against her, right? But I think so far it looks at least like Brie Larson understands or is beginning to understand the character. So I'm curious, what do you think of these pictures from the Air Force Base?
I think they look great.
How Carol Danvers will likely differ from the other
And I think the little suit looks great, Grace.
the MCU. And do you agree that her Air Force uniform is perhaps just as important or more important than the Captain Marvel one? Also, your thoughts on the hair, the look, etc. And I have to say, with Black Widow, Wonder Woman, and other characters,
Sounds to me like those Spider-Man fans that like Spider-Man and just hate having to read anything about Peter Parker.
I hope so. I really do. I think it's very. I think this is the potential to be a really interesting character. And it's also pretty cool to see her finally come into her own after decades of being known simply as Rogue's power source, right? So I'm curious to hear your thoughts down below. Again, we're trying to keep this conversation
Probably one of the very few good things she ever contributed to.
Stuck wearing an ugly suit, right? And there was such a big resounding response yesterday. They're just starting to film the Captain Marvel movie. They heard us and they can fix it a little bit. Oh, yeah, also some of you said that they might be replacing stuff with CGI. There's no reference points on the costume, for the.
I just want to say this is about to log out. Thanks guys for watching. Stay tuned for more videos. Let's hit that 1,300 subscriber mark. It's about to log out, so.
So anyway, write your thoughts down below. I'm sure we'll have lots of discussions about this Captain Marvel.
Anyway, Grace looks like she took my advice and actually read a Captain Marvel comic with how down she looks. But anyway. Thanks for watching, guys.